What's the deal, YouTube? It's your boy Next Gen 720, and I am back with another video. Um, if you haven't checked out I have two new shows I keep telling you guys about. I did a really probably one of my best shows. I'm starting to fill the guys out. Like I said, to have a successful podcast, you need good chemistry. There were a lot of people in yesterday's podcast. I'm still refining it because I just don't want this all, maybe you say quote unquote pro Xbox gamers. Um, I want a not even have to be a Sony dude or a Wii U, more someone that's maybe even a more multi-console owner. You know what I mean? You understand what I'm saying? But if that, you can have I guess your favorite or whatever the case may be. But yesterday was a really good show. Check out the Xbox Beast Fire. Xbox Beast Fire. That's Tim Dog shit there. Shout out to my brother Tim Dog, man. Xbox Beast Fire, yeah! To be souped up screaming and shit. So we're gonna do that show most likely. We did it yesterday at 6 p.m. But I normally do it on Tuesday. I think we're gonna make it Wednesdays at 6 p.m. Also, too, of course, the very funny Bang Bang Next Gen Gamers Xbox versus the Pony. I got about 4 ponies on one side, 4 Xbox on one side, and I'm the non-biased moderator. And I ask these guys a question, simple question, and it always turns to a little cat fight and shit. But very fun. Like I said, if you want to be a part of that, join the Facebook group Bang Bang Next Gen Gamers. I will leave my link to my Facebook down below. Now, with that being said, let's get straight to it. Microsoft has ceased production on the Xbox 360. And I got it said before, that was Microsoft's Wii, the gift and the curse. You know what I mean? Because the Xbox 360 is very successful. I think there are about 60 million of maybe a little more, maybe a little less current Xbox Live members. You know what I mean? That have yet to make the switch from the 360 to the Xbox One or maybe to the PlayStation 4. And a lot of people, even with the people, a lot of reason, I'm sure not a reason, a lot of people have not made that switch because they were able to obtain 90% of the Xbox One and PlayStation 4 library on the PS3 and the Xbox 360. That's never happened in a generation before. Once the Super Nintendo came out, that was it for the NES. Once the Nintendo 64 came out, that was it for the Super NES. Once the GameCube came out, that was it for the 64. You know what I mean? When Microsoft launched the Xbox 360, they automatically pulled the plug on the OG Xbox. It was losing so much money. They didn't own the patent to the GPU, and that console was never meant to be sold under $300. Just think about it. They had the hard drive, the internet port, but they didn't own the NVIDIA graphics card or whatever the case may be. So even though you cut the price on the OG Xbox, they went from $300 to $200. The video still wanted their money, so that's why they lost a lot of money with the OG Xbox. You know what I mean? So that's why anything going for it, everything inside the Xbox One is always custom. Microsoft owns the patent or whatever the case to the GPU, whatever the hell you want to call it. So anyway, yesterday, Microsoft closed the doors, at least by the adios on the Xbox 360. They're not making them anymore. And what does this mean right here? This means that the Xbox One, in its current state, is now going to become Microsoft's new Xbox 360. And their, whatever it's going to be called, is going to be their high-end console. And most likely, 9 times out of 10, is that you're going to be able to enjoy the same games on the Xbox One as the new Xbox or whatever the case may be, because of the Universal UDP or whatever the case may be, unless there are some new engines that are coming out, next generation engines that the Xbox One or whatever the case. I don't want to say they can't handle, because both the Xbox One and the PlayStation 4 are x86. You know what I mean? They're low in PCs. Gaming PC. They're low in gaming rigs. It is the truth. So I don't know if a new engine may come out that the 360, sorry, the Xbox One or the PS4 can't handle. I don't know, but Shout out to Show. My man Showstopper just hopped in the move. I gotta get up with my boy Show. So like there's rumors and stuff and speculations been flying around like a motherfucking pieces of paper on Hurricane Katrina. Like shit has been all this whole week. And like I said, the PS4 Neo. I've been saying this, and I don't keep telling like a broken record, but I see a lot of Xbox guys downplaying the the specs. That was a gusty ballsy move on the ends of Sony. That's a lot of technology for $400. You know what I mean? And a lot of people keep talking about you can't do 4K. So what's the difference? They already got. And I don't know. If, resolution does not determine graphics. Okay, and with those current specs that are in this PlayStation 4 Neo, quote unquote, you can hit 4K. I was talking to, I'm not gonna say any names, uh, uh, um, a developer friend of mine, and the guy that's in the tech. So check it out. He said here, so looking over the PS4 Neo specs, it looks like it's using Polaris. I am 99% sure it will be a R9 480X. Polaris gives you 2.5 times the power watt increase over the 28 nanometer current GPUs. So the PS4 Neo will be able to do native 4K 30 frames per second for sure. I'm not quite sure on 4K 60 frames per second. I think you will need a Polaris R9 490X inferior for that. They would easily get 2K 1440p at 60 frames per second through so much gamers might be upscaled. You said, well, I'm sorry, this is it's really small here. So most games may be upscaled to resolution for 4K resolution. And a closed box, you get 30 to 60% performance. So a lot of you guys, what you understand is that you're looking at those specs here and comparing them to your gaming rig or what's inside a PC. When you have those type of specs, and like I said, this console is 4 teraflops plus, we're talking about in a closed environment. And what I mean by that is that you don't need the system resource hogs like you do in a PC. You ever go to just fuck around with your computer and maintenance, and you go to CPU usage and all that stuff. You got all that stuff running in the back. Windows, especially, is a system hog, like it is a resource hog, and you don't need all those things inside a PC. I'm sorry, in a console that you need in a PC running. You know what I mean? So this. You talk about all this stuff right here in the vacuum. This is a very, very capable machine, and only at $400. You know what I mean? But not even so much that. What I keep saying again and again, even if you don't have a 4K television, I'm not saying you don't need one, but games will look better graphically, noticeably on your 1080p television, even if it's a 720p television. Resolution does not determine graphics. When you play these games in Neo mode, we're going to talk about better texture, higher frame rates, lighting, shadows, tessellation, particle effects. I mean, we're talking about all the bells and the whistles here. It's going to be like I said, it's going to be no. You can be able to tell. Like there's no denying that. And going forward, it was told that Sony, when they show off their games and stuff going on, and the new Fantasy Star or Final Fantasy, whatever the case, the new God of War, you're going to see all these games running in the Neo mode. So when you get your shit like that, my shit don't look like that. Like I said, it's only $400. Take what your PS4, take it to GameStop, whatever they give you for play the difference. Like I said, this thing is going to sell in gangbusters. But what does this leave Microsoft? Now, they have two systems that they're working on. You know what I mean? A lot of people say the Slim. I'm just being honest. If Microsoft just comes out there and releases a Slim or announces Slim at E3, unless it's $200, no one's going to buy a Xbox One Slim for $300, $350, when you can buy a Neo that's 3 times as powerful for $400. That's what I'm saying. That Sony kind of put their boot on back of Microsoft's neck. Now, the only way I can see this, like I said, because AMD is coming out, they talking more and more now. Talking about they new semi-custom chips and stuff. They have 3 new semi-custom chips that are coming out. Microsoft, Sony, and Nintendo. And I told you guys this, but so the only way I can say that I can see Microsoft, even if they do go with the Slim, has to have some upgradable component that you can, at least either surpass the specs of the Neo or put it on par with the Neo. You know what I mean? Going for and then release whatever they're gonna come out with, later on, 2017 or, you know, I, you know, I told you this big chip manufacturer from Taiwan said they have these 10 nanometer chips, uh, very powerful, that are releasing for a console in 2017. You know what I mean? Like this right here is going to be huge going for. Like people complain, well, it's too soon for new consoles. We don't have a problem spending $600 on a cell phone that we get every year. You know what I mean? And it's like I said, for those who don't want to upgrade, you don't have to, and still enjoy the same games as everyone else. Now, listen, both Microsoft and Sony, I can say that they're not dicking their consumers. That's nice. That you don't have to buy new hardware. You can still buy the same old games and still have fun with everybody else. But me personally, I want the new technology. Like I brought up a situation yesterday on the podcast. Yeah, the one I said to watch, it was a pretty good show. And I asked, the guys in the panel, you guys know I am oh shit, I'm an almighty Xbot. See this? Hey, see this? I'm a OG Xbox controller. I got my other ones over there. You know what I mean? Shout out to my man that sent me that. You know what I mean? Yeah, like I said, I am heavily invested into the Xbox ecosystem. I'm being honest, a lot of people say, and on the podcast yesterday, to be fair, most of them were Xbox dudes, and they do 99% of their gaming on the Xbox, and they have the PlayStation 4 just for their exclusives. Cool, but I said to them guys that multi-plats rule, and I'm telling you, when this Neo comes out, multi-plats are going to look 20 times better on the Neo. Now, it's nothing to do with resolution. We're just talking about we're talking about graphical fidelity. It's a faster, stronger, smarter goddamn system. You know what I mean? I may start buying some of I'm going to be honest with you, getting some of my multi-plats on the PlayStation 4 Neo. I don't want to. That's the thing. I don't really care for this controller. I love my Xbox One controller. I don't really, not saying PSN, I like Xbox Live. I love the social aspects of my Xbox One. But like I said, I'm not going to kid myself. I like graphics. You know what I mean? I do. Like, it's pretty. And also, too, I'm buying another 4K television. I'm going to get it this fall. And I just bought, I got to cool out. I just bought fucking new TVs. But what I'm going to do, because my current set that I got, this one is current set doesn't have HDR. You know what I mean? And that's the new thing that Microsoft is supporting. I haven't heard Sony say anything about it, but HDR is basically, it's a very, very pretty version in layman terms of 1080p. Makes 1080p look like, a fancy 4K. And like I said, and this current set that I'm gaming on doesn't have HDR, I don't believe. No, it doesn't. So I met a good guy, my man Dean from Canada, who works in, the techie stuff. And he sent me a link, believe it or not, to Vizio. Like, I normally don't buy Vizio TVs. People know they scum because they're cheap. The reason why they're so cheap because they're made here in America. But this top of the line Vizio that they have, the P series, has both HDR, I think, Dolby Digital and another one. It's putting Sony's TVs to shame and Samsung's TVs to shame. And for a 65-inch, it's only $2,000. I think for the 55-inch, it's like $1,300. Like, they ain't shit. You know what I mean? So like I said, so not only am I buying new consoles this holiday season, I'm gonna buy me a new television. You know what I mean? So I don't know what the hell. I may give a TV away because I don't know what the hell I'm gonna put the other TV at. This right here, I have a new 4K television in my front room already. So and I have one upstairs. I don't know what the hell I'm gonna do with this TV here. I don't know, but my grandmother's really not into shit like that. So I'm gonna leave you guys the link to the television I'm gonna buy. Most likely this September, October. So, yeah, I can't wait. It's only like $2,000, like cheap as fuck. You know what I mean? And can't no Sony television on the market touch around now, or no Samsung television on the market right now. And I love this. You see this? I love this TV. Right? This TV has a great picture. This Sony 4K behind me, but this new Samsung, this new Vizio 4K television has an Android remote. Like, this motherfucker's nice. And like I said, it's only $2,000 for a 65-inch. Now, I can't, like I said, I was thinking, this here is a 55, 56 with those 55. And I don't have a lot of room in here. You know what I mean? I don't have a lot of room, so I don't know if I should just get the 55, but or just or the 65. Like I don't want to be too cluttered in here. Have more TV that I can't even see. You know what I mean? I don't know. But anyway, this is your boy Next Gen 720. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. This year's E3 is going to be huge. I can't wait. Like, I'm getting goosebumps all over again, man. As soon as they announce the PlayStation 4 Neo or whatever that I'm taking my current PlayStation 4, I don't know. I might just still keep it. I don't know. And just take it to GameStop or whatever, get whatever store credit they give me for it, and pay off the difference. So then once the new PS4 Neo comes out, I have it. Now Microsoft with this Slim, now I hope it, it has a 4K Blu-ray or something in it. If it's nothing, if it's just a Slim, I don't need a Slim. So I'm hoping, even if it's not newer hardware, if it has a 4K and stuff like that, I buy that also. But this is your boy Next Gen 720. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. If Microsoft don't answer the Neo this year, would you buy the PS4 Neo and start to buy some of your multiplats on the Neo because they will look better graphically? And I'm talking about resolution, graphically. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Bang, bang.